What's up, guys? This is the Gospel According to Mark with a C. He is I, and I am he. Just taking some time to tell you exactly what's on my mind. How's that for choreography? Woo! I gave my heart and soul to you, girl. Didn't I do it, baby? Didn't I do it, baby? Gave you a love that was so true, girl. Anyway, yes, so it's being reported that a judge has declared that The Last Jedi and The Rash of Palpatine were mediocre and schlocky movies. Now, this is something we all know, those of us who actually have taste in these matters, who have knowledge of what Star Wars is supposed to be, but there are those people out there who have every right to like this putrid garbage, and so they do. And you say to them, to you be your way, and to me be my way. You know what I mean? You can't make people like or not like what you don't like, so it's all good. And if you do end up arguing with these people, inevitably they will ask you, well, who are you to judge? Well, it turns out that there's a judge who's judging. All right, so like I said, this is a story that's being reported, and for those of you who want to use this in your arsenal when it comes to arguing with people about the quality of the Star Wars sequel trilogy, or as I call it, the Nyquil trilogy, this story could be useful to you because it's a fact. All right, so it seems that Judge Kenneth K. Lee referred to Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker, and The Last Jedi as mediocre and schlocky. Now, this case had something to do with the ConAgra Foods Inc. and them being responsible for putting a 100% natural label on their bottles of Wesson oil. And the only thing about it is that they no longer own Wesson Oil. So the judge is saying they can't be held responsible for it because now it's owned by Richardson. All right. So Richardson owns it. So why would you turn to ConAgra, no relation to Viagra, although they still find themselves between a rock and a hard place? Anyway. All right. So the point is that legally, ConAgra can't be held accountable for the 100% natural label that they would put on Wesson Oil. I don't even know why this is in question anyway. They must be putting some really out of line shit in Wesson Oil where they can no longer say that it's 100% natural because you got some other additive that's in there that has, like, I don't know, 12-year-old girls looking like they're linebackers or something. You know how they are with all this extra stuff they put in there, right? So Judge Kenneth K. Lee goes on to say, this is like George Lucas promising no more mediocre and schlocky Star Wars sequels shortly after selling the franchise to Disney. Such a promise would be illusory. All right, so he's saying, as evident by Disney's production of The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker. Ha-ya! Boom! Okay, so in other words, he's saying you can't hold George Lucas responsible for what Disney Lucasfilm is doing by putting out trash like the Rash of Palpatine in The Last Jedi because he's no longer involved. You see, yet more proof. Now, this is a judge speaking, all right? Black robe and all that stuff, all rise, order in the court, all that good shit, right? And he's saying that George Lucas Star Wars is different than Disney Lucasfilm Star Wars. George Lucas is no more accountable for what Disney Lucasfilm is doing with Star Wars than ConAgra is responsible for what Richardson is doing with Wesson Oil by labeling it 100% when it's not 100% natural. Just like Disney Star Wars is not 100% Star Wars. It's just not. It's illusory. It makes no sense. All right, so there it is. You have a judge who is declaring that Disney Lucasfilm Star Wars is mediocre and schlocky. Okay, I didn't say it. All right, I'm not going to be held in contempt over this. It wasn't me. This is what the judge is saying. All right, this is a matter of record. It is on the record. Disney Lucasfilm Star Wars, specifically The Rash of Palpatine and The Last Jedi, are mediocre at best and schlocky. All right, and I say at best because actually saying that it's mediocre and schlocky is being kind. So there you have it, guys. I thought that it was a very interesting thing. It is official, so now we can go forward. And I tell people all the time, I've been saying this for years, you guys are on the wrong side of history, okay? Because everybody, I'm talking about all of the sequel trilogy apologists, you know, and defenders and the Raylos and all that stuff. It is hot trash. It is a steaming pile of dung. Okay, and the longer we go on into history, the longer people are going to acknowledge that, because all of the political correctness, all of the SJW, NPC garbage is going to be played out, and all that's going to be left is the art of the day, and the art of the day is trash, because it's affected by all of this political stuff, you know, virtue signaling, and all these, you know, people trying to, you know, do all these political stances over it. So there it is, guys. You know, it's a fact. That's what it is. Deal with it. You can get in the comment section and let me know how you feel. As always, you can like, you can share, you can subscribe, you can catch me on Twitter. If not, I will see you on the next one. This is the gospel according to Mark with a C. Rock on.